I'm here right now with Phil Lamarr. First off, Mad TV is going to be returning this year, and they're going to have previous cast members be hosts for the show. And I was wondering if there's any chance we'd get to see the UBS guy again.
I don't know. I haven't been contacted, so I have no idea.
Have you ever thought of doing the UBS guy impression in front of an actual UPS worker to see if they would get the reference?
I've actually met a few UPS workers, and I'm always worried whether they'll like the character or not. But so far, the response has been positive.
Okay, excellent. And I love the new Ninja Turtles cartoon. You voiced Baxter Stockman, the human-fly hybrid mutant. How did you get so good at imitating a fly?
That was the job. Because I didn't realize, because I guess in the original series he mutated into a fly. I didn't know that was coming. I think if I had, I probably would have prepared a little better. But then all of a sudden they're like, oh, here's the episode where you turn into a fly. I'm like, really? Do I stay a fly? Like, yep. I'm like, okay, you know. Yeah, it's tough finding all those buzzes in the middle of words.
I would imagine so. And then you do the role of Vamp in Metal Gear Solid, and he doesn't sound like a typical vampire, which I think is pretty cool. You know, like, I want to suck your blood, like that kind of a thing. How do you bust out of that stereotypical voice that most would give to a character and create something that people are like, oh, okay, I wouldn't expect him to sound like that?
Well, the character was conceived as not necessarily a vampire, but perhaps he is. He's certainly not a traditional vampire in any sense. Like, there's no real drinking of blood. There's simply the strength and the agility and undeadness, you know. But their parameters that they set forth in the beginning were very clear that this is not typical. And they were just looking for something unique. And working together, we stumbled onto this sort of, you know, not quite alive, very creepy voice, you know.
You voiced so many different characters. Is there a line of dialogue throughout all of them that is your favorite, that you love to do, or that you were like, when you saw it, when you read the script, you're like, oh, okay, this is going to be fun?
I don't know that it's possible to really break things down into one line of dialogue. That always reminds me of there's an old Monty Python sketch where there's an actor talking about doing Shakespeare. He's like, you know, the damnable thing about Hamlet is not so much the words. I mean, it's 5,683 words, but it's the pauses. The pauses are the devil. You know? I mean, to me, it's all about the story overall. And a word is in the service of the story, and the character is in the service of the story. So to just pull out a one line is always kind of odd.
And I was at your panel yesterday, which was amazing, by the way. And then you were talking about your improv group that you've got in Los Angeles, right? Would you be able to just touch on that a little bit and how that came into being?
Yes, we have a group of us, many of us from the Groundlings, a comedy troupe based out of L.A., and my friend Jordan Black said, you know what, there are so few black improvisers, but there's like some that I know that are so good. Why don't we all get together and do something? So we came up with the concept of, he came up with the concept, rather, of taking a classic or iconic movie and then we make up the quote-unquote black version of it. And we thought it would last for a couple of months, you know, and then the joke would run dry, but it's sort of evergreen, and now we've been doing it going on 6 years. And it's so much fun for us, and hopefully the audience has even half as much fun as we do, because then it'll be worth it.
You know what they say, when life hands you lemons,
do a barrel roll!
And when you want to know about your favorite games, listen to Game On with Jeff Johnson.